Hey, what's up? Thank you for checking this video out. This one's going to be all about exponents. Super easy. There's going to be a couple ways I'm going to show you. This one's going to be the easiest way, the bare minimum way. This is the survivalist. If you don't know how to do it this way, you'll never know how to do it. So this is the bare minimum. You at least have to know how to do this. So let's focus up, pay attention, let's go get them. Okay, exponents. Here's what's up. We're going to start here. This is going to cover everything that we have to do with exponents. I'm going to go as quickly as possible because the more that I say, the more confusing it gets. So I'm going to try to be nice and sweet. All right. Now, first things first. Before we start learning anything, you got to make sure your mind is clear, your eyes are open, ready to go. New year, new lesson. Here we go. All right, let's get our student creed in. On three, ready? 1, 2, 3. Today is a new day. I can read well. I can understand what I read. I can remember it and apply it correctly. I've got eyes to see, ears to hear, and a mind to understand. It might not be easy, but it's worth it. Oh, here we go. All right, now we're ready to go. All right. Our first one says, what expression is equivalent to square root of 96? All right, equivalent means matching, the same one. Which one of these choices is going to be equal to the square root of 96? So first thing you do, pull out your Desmos calculator. And now I'm going to pull out this little radical symbol. I don't know where it is. Go down, open up this keyboard. From this keyboard, you hit the square root symbol. There it is. Now I just type in a 96. Notice this gray box. This gray box shows up, says 9.79. That means I'm looking for an answer choice that I type in that's going to give me a 9.79. Now, choice A says 24. Is 24 9.79? No, it's not. Choice B says 8 square root of 6. Is that 9.79? I don't know. Let's type it in. 8 square root of 6. Is that 9.79? No, that's 19.59. So that's not it. Erase him. Put in choice C. Choice C says 48. Is that 9.79? Nope. Choice D. It's going to be D then. It might be. Let's just make sure. D says 4 square root of 6. Type him in. And that's, hey, there's my 9.79. They're matching. My answer here is choice D. Done. Next one, it says blah, 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 which is equivalent. Equivalent means equal to. Match it. Let's match it up. It's got this junk Q4 to the -3, and this one says Q to the, all right. All you got to do, type it in. It's going to be a fraction, so I'm going to hit the fraction bar first. The little, the thing next to the shift. The top part says parentheses, Q to the 4, close parentheses. Then I got to go to the top. By the way, to go to the top, you're going to hold shift and push the 6. That makes you type the little numbers way up there on the top. So shift 6, type in that -3. All right, there it is. Now let's go underneath. So I type in a Q, shift 6 to the -15. There it is. So when you type it in, you get this little blue error. It's not working. So I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Here's what you have to do. The computer doesn't understand what a Q is. He only understands what X is. So I'm going to change this Q, and I'm going to take him out and type a X. Same thing for this bottom guy, because he's also a Q. Take him out, and he's a X. There we go. Now I have a graph. Now since my thing says which is equivalent, I got to type in these choices and see which choice produces a graph that looks just like that graph. So here I go. Choice F says Q raised to the 27. Oops, sorry, I can't use Q. I forgot. You got to change them to X. So X to the 27. Does this graph line up exactly with that black one? No, it doesn't. Like, you already know how to play this game. If you don't, that red stuff should be right on top of the black stuff. There should be no difference. There is a difference. I can tell that there's a difference. So these are not the same. It's not choice F. Now let's type in choice G. 1 over X to the 27. Is this the same? No, I can see a difference. There shouldn't be a difference. Choice G is gone. Choice H, X to the 3rd. Uh-oh. Oh, this one looks really good. You see how there's no difference? I could turn this graph on and off, and I can't even see any differences in the graphs. They look like they're right on top of each other. He looks really good. Let me try choice J. 1 over X to the 3rd. Nope, huge difference here. No, it's definitely not choice J. So we know that it's choice H. Pick choice H, you get it right. Next one, what expression is equivalent? Well, equivalent, I got to match it up. Bunch of junk. Don't worry, just type it in. Let's go. 10Q to the 5th, W to the 7th, over 2 W to the third. By the way, after I type in like the 5 up here, I hit the arrow over, and that gets me down to the W. Then I want to type in the 7, I hit the arrow over, and that gets me back down to the normal stuff. Now this dot means times, so I'm going to hit the times button, pull up my calculator. Where's the times at? There it is. Now let's go 4 parentheses Q to the 6. Hit the arrow over to get down, close it, to the second power, all over W raised to the -5. All right, you got it? There it is. Now I have an error. What's the error? Remember last time we had an error? We had to change the letter to an X. Okay, well let's change it to X. But wait, I have Q and I have W's. I have 2 different letters, which means I have to use 2 different things to identify these things. Like if I was telling a story, hey, this guy and then this other dude, all right, let's just call this guy Brian. Then we're gonna call this other guy Brian. So then I told Brian, I was like, hey Brian, well, which Brian are you talking about? I don't understand. All right, so we can't name the 2 different guys. I can't replace them both with the X. I've got to call one X and call one something else. So let's go. I'm going to take this Q out. I highlight him. And I'm going to call him X. I just typed it. I didn't hit delete. So I see this other Q over here. Call him X. Now I've got W's. W's. I can't call it X. What should I call it? Y? Cool. But you can't. It's not going to work because it doesn't understand. It doesn't understand when there's a Y in the middle. So we're not going to call it any letter. We're going to give him a number. So the number that we're going to call W, we're going to replace W with 1.1. So I'm going to go parentheses, 1.1, and that's it. Erase the W. So highlight the W's, hit the open parentheses, call it 1.1, then erase the W. Highlight the W, open parentheses, 1.1, erase the W. There. Wow, now I have a graph. Now I can go to the choices and see which choice looks like this. Let's type in choice A. 32Q, but wait, we crossed out Q. What do we call Q? Oh, that was X. So 32X to the 7th power over parentheses 1.1. That's what we call W. Does this graph look the same as the other graph? No, there's a slight difference. Now, one of the things you got to be careful of is make sure that you can see the difference. If I zoom out enough, oh, it looks the same to me. But if you ever have a question, you zoom in, and then you can totally see the difference. You can tell for real. And this guy is not it. Now let's do choice B. 20x to the 17th. And then, what did I call W? 1.1 to the 9th power. How does that look? This looks really good. I really like it. I can't tell a difference. It looks fantastic. Let's try choice C just to make sure. 32x to the 7th, and then 1.1 to the 9th power. Yeah, there's a difference here. Yeah, I can tell. No, not him. Choice D, 20x times 1.1. Oh yeah, there's a huge difference. Not even close to being the same. My answer here is B like boy, all right? That's how we'll do these like this. Remember, if you only had one letter, take the letter out, call it X, and it'll work. Now that we have 2 letters, take the first letter out, call it X. Now the second letter, you're going to take it out and call it 1.1. And then you still just got to match the graph after that, all right? Blah, 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 14. Let's just start typing it in. Let's go. 14. A to the 4th power. B to the 6th power. C to the -10 power. All over 8. A to the -2. B to the 3. C to the -5, right? That's how it looks. Now, what do we just do? I got A, B, and C. What the heck? This is not working. I don't see a picture here. Let's go one letter at a time and start replacing them with things that work. The A is not going to work, so I'm going to take him out and call him X. Are there any A's anywhere else? Yes, there are. Down here, take him out, call him X. Now the B's. Take the B's out, call it 1.1. So we did last time. Oops. B down here too. We go parentheses, 1.1. Take out the B. Now we have a C. What should I call this? Do I call this Y? I mean, I don't know. You're going to call this 1.2. So take the C out. 1.2. Close it. Take the C out. 1.2. There we go. There we go. Now I have a picture. There it is. Now I type in choice F. Let's see how choice F looks. 7x to the 2nd power. And the B was what? 1.1. close it to the third, over 4, and the C was what? 1.2 to the 15th. Do these graphs look the same? No, huge difference. Not choice F. Let's go to choice G. 6x to the second, 1.1 to the 9th, over 1.2 to the 15th. How does that look? Nope, there's a difference. It's not him. Get him out of here. All right, let's go to choice C. 7, parentheses, A, oh, not A, x to the 6th, 1.1, that's what we call B, to the 3rd, all over 4, 1.2 to the 5th. How does that look? Oh, this guy's fitting really good. I like him. I like him. I think it's going to be choice C. Check out choice D real quick just to make sure. 7, X. Uh-oh. I was supposed to replace the A, not the B. Okay, so B is 1.1. Almost made a mistake right there. And then C is 1.2. And then D is 4 times X squared. Nope, huge difference. My answer here is going to be H. Now don't forget, I almost messed up here. It said the A's were X's, the B's were 1.1s, and the C's were 1.2s. On J, I almost messed up because I was getting in a groove of typing the X after the number, and I almost messed it up, and this could have made me get the answer wrong, all right? Type it in carefully, match the picture, and you'll be fantastic, all right? Last tips, right here where it says the area of a rectangle is blah, 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 find the length of this. They will usually give you a rectangle or a square. Now here's how you can do these. If they give you area, like this problem does, you type in the area, 54, x to the 9, and then the y. What can I type in for y? You can't type in y. I'm going to call it 1.1 to the 8. So they give you area, you type in area, then you divide by the other guy. So if they give you area, you divide. So this is how it's going to look. 54 is the area, divided by the other guy, and it's 6, x to the 3, and then 1.1 to the 4. All right, and then you type in the choices, see which choice matches and looks just like him. Now, if they give you length, like if they give you area, you divide. If they give you length and you are looking for area, then you need to multiply. So instead of setting it up like this, I'd have to set it up the way we did one earlier. It would be like this. It's that guy times this guy, all right? They give you area, you divide. If you're looking for area, you multiply, and then that's how you do it. This only works if there's multiple choice. It's not going to work for something like this one right here, where it says x to the 3rd times x to the negative 17. What's the value of n? This you have to actually know the rules in your head. You have to have them. There's another video that will do that. Will teach you how to do it where you won't miss any of these. But if you don't know how to do it and you're struggling, this is just to get you going. That way you can survive and pass everything, so you don't have to do Algebra 1 again, but you can get through and get a 70 or a 75. But if you want to get a 90 or whatever, check out the other video that we're going to do on how to do exponents when there is no multiple choice. All right, hey, y'all have a great day. Make sure you study to show yourself improved so you can help your neighbors, help your friends, help yourselves, help your younger brothers and sisters whenever they come through. You want to be a symbol of hope whenever you're in the class. Oh, yes, I'm glad you're here. Hey, I need some help. Can you help me out? That way you can save someone's day, all right? Because we need more heroes. All right, y'all be safe. We'll see y'all later.
Thank you, Father. It's our honor. All your sons, all your daughters give you praise. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.